Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I am making something. It's going to be something really special. It's something from my mom. I don't think that she watches my videos. And in this instance, I kind of hope not. If not, Mom, surprise, you'll get this in a few months. Anyway, what we're going to do is a little bit more complex than a lot of the other videos that I have been doing. I know on screen right now I'm going through a list of all the colors, but there's a lot, like a lot of colors. So I'm gonna actually just list them all down in the description box, and you can find them in the brands down there instead of me going through them all because it's a significant amount of colors. So my vision for this is it's a family flower garden, right? So it all stems from my parents, and it's going to have me, my brothers, my sister, our spouses, then our children are going to be on this part that I'm making today. Then later on I want to include great grandchildren. I'm the only one that has grandchildren right now out of my brothers and sisters. So it'll be my kids' kids. My son's girlfriend is currently pregnant with twins. She's not due to have them until late January. So we're kind of, that part of it is going to wait until after she has the babies and we know the names and all that stuff. And then my daughter has three kids that are going to go on there too. So for what I'm doing right now is I am painting with the mica powder on the flowers that I want to use. And my parents have 10 grandchildren. So I'm doing 10 different flowers to represent all the grandkids. And then I'm going to use my Cricut, and I'm going to put all of our names on there, the spouses for me and my sister, and then the grandkids' names going all around. So for this part, while I'm just going through doing all the mica powder on all the different flowers, I'm just gonna have some music going on, and then I'll come back to you on the next part and let you know what I'm doing. All right, and I'm back. So now we're going to do the resin for these flowers. Now, when you are painting on with mica powder, there's a couple of different ways that you can do it. If you want a darker, I don't necessarily want to say brighter color, but more pronounced color, you're going to want to go with black or another variation of some kind of dark color behind it. Which is what I want. If you want something lighter, more pastel-y, then you would go with like a white. I want it to be on the darker side. I want the colors to be more vivid and more, just more. So I'm gonna go with the black. So these molds are all like fondant chocolate molds for the most part. They're very deep. So I'm going to make sure that I go in there with my dotting tool right now, and I'm pushing down into all those grooves that are down low with the petals and whatever. You do want to be careful because you don't want to knock off your mica powder that you put in there. So be very careful. Squish them around, drop them down before you fill them up all the way. Push them into all of those little grooves that are there for each one of the flowers and the petals and all that stuff, to make sure that you don't have any air bubbles, or at least a minimal amount of air bubbles. Now I'm just coming through with a torch right now and torching it real quick. Okay, time to demold the flowers. So do you see how the colors are just more, right? If I would have went with white, they would be very pale, very pastel-y, and that's my mom is a bright, bold kind of person. Um, so these flowers, I think, speak more to her and her personality than a pastel set would. So I'm not gonna lie, this project took me many, many days to do, and just in editing it, I had, I think, over 3 or 4 hours of video to cut down into the 18 minutes that it is right now. Just to tell you how long it actually took to do this. I really, really hope she likes it. I think it'll mean a lot. And when you see the finished product, I hope you guys like it too. And maybe it gives you some inspiration on something that you can do that's meaningful for, it can be for a mom, for a grandma, for dad, whoever. And there's so many different variations that you could do with it that, your options are endless. So apparently I can't count to 10. Um, I'm finishing up the last of the flowers now. The heart mold that you see in the corner is going to be the garden for our flower garden. Um, you can use any shape, any size, like any mold that you have to make it. It doesn't have to be a heart. It's just what I have. Now I'm making the black for the flower, just using a tiny, tiny dot of black pigment paste. It doesn't have to be super opaque. It just needs to be black or dark. It doesn't even have to be black necessarily. Going through, getting out all the bubbles, pushing that resin into all the little grooves that are in there. And then we're going to get ready and make up the resin for our heart. So the heart mold is a pretty deep mold. It's probably a good 2, 3 inches deep. I don't know the exact measurements off the top of my head, but it's deep. I don't plan on filling it. It's a lot of resin that doesn't necessarily need to be used for this particular project. Um, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do two different shades of green and a shimmer white. It's not a true white. It's one of those ones that's like a super sparkle type deal. And then I'm gonna dump clear in the middle just to get it the striations in there. Um, So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go around the outside of the heart with the green, the darker green. Then a little bit in with the lighter green. Dump the white in the middle. And then dump the clear in the middle on top of that and kind of push it all out to the edges so that when it comes in, you'll get those striations. You'll get the kind of floating look that you get from putting clear in with the colors. And now I'm going to put you on a quick time lapse. So that was about a 45-minute time lapse that you guys saw. And you just can see there wasn't a shit ton of movement, but there was the movement. You can see the striations kind of form. So now we're going to demold the heart. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go and do some highlights and some embellishments on the flowers with some nail polish and some paint markers. And I'm just going to put some music on in the background. You guys don't need to hear me talking through it. You can see clearly what I'm doing. And again, the list of everything that I use will be in the details below. I will catch you guys on the flip side. I'm back. So I'm not gonna lie, trying to figure out the placement for these flowers probably took me longer than making the flowers themselves. I did cut out the main part of the words and stuff on my Cricut, but I promised you guys I wouldn't forget to record how to do this part of it, so I've got a little bit of it that I can show you. So right now I'm just weeding out the pieces that I don't need from the hour. And then I'm going to take my transfer tape and push really hard to get it on to stick onto it. And then I'm just trying to place it to where I want it to go. Now, if you notice, I did not glue my flowers on yet. And the reason for that being, just like as you see, I kind of need them to move. But I want to have the general position of where I want them at so that I know where to put my letters, but they're movable in case I need to move them, and then I can glue my flowers on top later on. Um, the weeding for this part wasn't horrible. I didn't have a hard time doing it as far as the bigger letters go. But when it came down to the names that I put around the outside edge of the heart, that's where I ran into issues. And I always seem to, anytime I get any kind of wording that is like less than an inch big, I've got problems. Um, it probably took me to weed all the names that I had to put around the side a couple of hours to do because it was that much of a pain. And then stuff coming off that shouldn't have. It sucked. But you can see that turned out really nice. And then this is what I was talking about. This is where I had all my issues. The names going around the outside of it. So now what we're going to do is replace the flowers back where I had them, and then I'm going to glue them on with some E6000 glue, and then let it cure overnight before I do my top coat. So now it's time to top coat so that the vinyl doesn't come off of the heart. Um, and I apologize in advance. I only have a few seconds worth of me top coating because I guess my memory card ran out of memory and it stopped recording on me. Um, all I'm doing is I'm putting a little bit of resin on the top, and then I'm just kind of making it go towards the edge just to cover up the vinyl. I did drip it around the sides and kind of run my fingers around the sides so that it would seal in all the names around the sides that you can see here. I do have some sanding to do on the bottom where it dripped. Um, to put on the little rope, I just put in an eye screw and put some E6000 glue in just to hold it in place. That's it for today's video, guys. Stick around for the glamour shots, like, subscribe, and all that good stuff, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Love ya. Bye.